You're listening to Rambling Roads Mysteries, an audio drama. Episode 1, Fresh Cuts.
Arrow, here boy! Arrow, come back! Don't you dare go out on that ice! Oh no! Hang on, Arrow, I'm coming! Okay, I got you, buddy, I got you. There, you're leashed up. Now I'll just slide you up, out, over the ice. Here we go. Oh. Good boy, Arrow. You're out. Let's get off this pond. Hurry. Help! Help! I made it. Whoa, just so cold. We'll rest here for a second. Then we'll get going, I promise. Good boy, Arrow. Just a quick rest.
Arrow? Is that you? Arrow? Where's... Oh my God! Evelyn?
911, what's your emergency?
I'm at Robbins Pond. My friend fell through the ice. She's out, but she needs help.
Is she conscious?
Barely. She's shivering, and her lips look blue. Please hurry.
Emergency responders in the area have been dispatched. Stay by your phone.
Hang in there, Evelyn. Help's on the way. Here, let's get my coat on you. What are you doing this far off the main trail?
I missed a turn. Arrow saw a squirrel, ran out on the ice. Then I had to save Arrow. Is Arrow?
Arrow's fine. One lucky dog, that's for sure. Judy Feldman's gonna be so grateful.
Keep the engine running, we're coming back. Prep E-pads. Gonna be making it back to the unit soon.
She's here. Bring the stretcher.
Her name's
moving.
Evelyn Carlisle. We work for the same dog walking agency. Will she be okay?
I hope so. We're treating for possible hypothermia. Let's move, everyone, now!
There's something about fresh coffee that always makes me feel at home. Even though Turner's Grove isn't really my home, nor is this historic New England carriage house my home. But I've got fresh coffee and a fresh start. If only a fresh start were as easy as it sounds. The drive up from Maryland yesterday? Exhausting. Just me and my little Honda Civic stuffed with boxes. I forgot how much work it is to move. It's been a while. After grad school 5 years ago, I moved from California to Maryland when I landed my dream job at the Washington Post. I thought it was a permanent move. Showed promise, they said, as an investigative reporter. But then the rounds of layoffs finally came for me. Financial losses, industry changes, blah, blah. Wasn't personal, they told me. I knew better. We won't get into all that now. Fresh start, right? I told myself I just needed a break from journalism. Plus, those student loans weren't going anywhere. So then I moved from Georgetown to Silver Spring, rented a tiny studio apartment, and started walking dogs. It was simple, predictable. I like dogs. They don't lie to you. The money was decent. Add in some leash training and a towel off at the door, big tips. Pull someone's dog from an icy pond, you might get even more. Like a rent-free historic carriage house in Massachusetts and a new job, courtesy of a very grateful client. Speaking of Judy Feldman. Hey, Judy, what's up?
Good morning, Evelyn. Just checking in to make sure you're finding everything you need. I know the old carriage house is humble, but I hope you can survive there.
It's charming. Plus, the coffee maker works. What more do I need?
I know you love coffee, so I made sure to have a big stash delivered.
10 bags of Italian roast. I may never sleep again. Seriously, thanks.
pleasure. You know, if a sleepy Massachusetts town isn't your thing, you can always come back to Silver Spring. Arrow misses you.
I appreciate that. But the dog walking gig was never the long-term plan. I mean, I'm 31. It's time to figure out what's next. Turner's Grove seems like a good place to get clarity, get my bearings.
I hope so. And the Turner's Grove Conservation Office will be a good start. I think it could open up interesting paths.
I can't wait to start on Monday. Thanks again for the connection.
It's the least I can do. The news said it perfectly. You're a hero. Talk to you soon.
Ah, yes, the news. 5 weeks ago, I found myself on the other side of the headlines. Heroic rescue on thin ice. Woman goes out on a limb to save dog. I admit, heroic didn't feel right. If I'm being honest, well, Arrow was off leash and shouldn't have been, and that's on me. I got us lost. I get so turned around in the woods, Judy doesn't exactly know that part. Anyway, time to shower and get the day on. So Judy's carriage house definitely has its quirks. Like this shower that takes forever to warm up, and the clanking radiator that kept me up half the night, and the windows that rattle in their casements when it's windy, which was last night. Oh, and the front door lock that doesn't quite catch. I should probably mention that to Judy. Anyway, this is a temporary roost, not a nest. And the charms make up for the quirks. Brick walls, high ceilings, wide plank floors of smooth old wood, worn down by time. I do love the tall windows.
That's where they used to roll in the carriages.
What the?
You can
Who are all these
see
people
iron hardware
outside?
up top with the initials
Where's my
JA.
towel?
The whitewashed brick walls were distinctive in the late 1800s, and these screened wooden shutters are restorations, but modeled after...
Hey, excuse me, what is going on?
Oh, hello. Sorry, who are you?
Evelyn Carlisle. I live here.
What? The Ashcroft carriage house has been unoccupied for years.
I just moved in. Is this a tour?
It is. So, hello, Evelyn. Welcome to Turner's Grove. Everyone, let's give Evelyn a warm welcome.
Hey there! Oh my God. Is this actually happening?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to startle you, especially while you're, it looks like you were getting dressed. Anyway, I'm legit. Here's my card.
Theo Lambert. Off the Beaten Path Walking Tours. Architectural Curiosities of Turner's Grove. Interesting. Well, please take this house off the tour. It's occupied. And the show's over.
Wait! Why don't you join us? We're walking through the lower Ashcroft Forest next. You can catch up.
I'm all set, thanks. Like I really want to go get lost in a forest again. Hard pass. Note to self, get some curtains ASAP. And talk to Judy about getting a good lock on the door. Monday morning, fueled by 2 cups of Judy's coffee, I'm reporting to work at the Turner's Grove Conservation Office. I'm running a little behind. I'm still on dog walker time. We work in windows and general ETAs. Miriam Blake is the Director of Conservation, my new boss, and an old friend of Judy's. I hope Judy told her lots of good things about me. I'm also wearing office shoes again, first time in years. Oof, so weird. Just the walk through the parking lot gave me a blister.
Hello, you must be Evelyn Carlisle.
Yes, are you Miriam?
Yes, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Sorry, I'm
a bit late. The position does require a 9 a.m. start time.
It won't happen again.
We're a 3-person operation. Well, now 4. Running on budget crumbs. We do a lot with a little. That's our strength and our curse. I'll give you the quick tour before I run to a meeting. My office is there. Walt Grady, our field technician, sits in that corner, though he's rarely at a desk. He's usually out in the field doing site inspections, monitoring easements, and managing our volunteer trail stewards. Knows every trail around here by heart. Layla Desai sits here. She's working part-time while finishing up her PhD in environmental policy. She handles our GIS mapping and spatial data.
GIS mapping?
Oh, Yes. Judy mentioned you're not from an environmental science background. GIS is Geographic Information Systems. All right, here's your office.
Oh,
It's technically a closet, or was. I'm sorry there's no window. But if you keep the door open, you should get some airflow. Sorry it's not glamorous. Judy mentioned you worked for the Washington Post in a former life. You're probably used to better office space.
It's totally fine. I'm thrilled to be here. Judy mentioned I might be writing the newsletter. I do like to write.
Yes, roots and branches. But there's not much to it. Just a little email missive. It can just be typed up each week from my notes. There's a template. I'll be delegating some tasks to you, often on short notice. Most of my energy is going toward trying to preserve a 200-acre parcel of land at Maple Junction, near the train station. It includes wetlands and a retired orchard. Naturally, the developer wants to put in luxury condos. The select board's split and the developer's already lawyered up, so I might need you pulling environmental reports, proofreading letters to prep for the town meeting, possibly even looking into some of the select board members, whatever comes up. But today, what I really need help with is filing permit applications and inspection reports. Let me show you the files. There's a bit of a backlog.
Backlog? More like avalanche. When Miriam finally says the word lunch, I'm gone. Straight out the door. Fresh air has never tasted so good. What's that? A flute? Oh, wait. A fife? Oh, wow. It's that tour guide, Theo Lambert, wearing full colonial regalia, like a Revolutionary War reenactor or something. Maybe he is.
Ah, Mistress Carlisle, pray what brings you to these humble streets on this fine April day?
I work here, at the conservation office. You remember my name?
I tend not to forget things. 'Tis a virtue. Mostly.
What's with the outfit?
'Tis but my modest attempt to embody the spirit of 1776.
And the fife?
Mock if you must, but this humble fife was once the clarion call of liberty.
Patriots' Day isn't until April 18th, right?
I see your confusion. A holiday it is not. I am a herald of history, weaving the tapestry of our town's storied past for eager ears.
Got it. So, do you bring the fife on your off-the-beaten-path tours, too?
Shh. Please don't say off-the-beaten-path tours out loud here.
I'm sorry?
That's my side hustle. But Henry, my boss, wouldn't approve.
I'm confused. Where do you work?
Here and there. The historical museum across the square. Part-time. The rest of the time, I work here at Rambling Roads walking tours. But I'm trying to do the off-the-beaten-path tours off-season and off-hours. That gets me a little extra cash and a chance to try out new ideas.
You'd really get in trouble for leading a different walking tour?
Yeah, I could lose my license. Henry doesn't want any competition for Rambling Roads, but he also doesn't want us guides going off the routes or off the scripts. So I just do my specialized tours now and then. Word of mouth advertising, some loyal repeat customers.
All right. I'll keep it on the down low. If you promise not to bring tours to my house anymore.
But the Ashcroft Carriage House is a remarkable relic of...
I'm serious. I can't have people jump scaring me at my windows. And I have no window treatments yet.
Theo, all set for your 1 o'clock tour? They're waiting.
I hasten, and shall be there forthwith. Alas, duty doth call. I must away to spread the tales of yore. Will you begrudge me the chance to breathe life into the annals of our ancestors and accompany us?
I've got to get back to work. I'll take your brochure for now, though.
Splendid. Until our next meeting, then, I bid thee adieu.
Theo Lambert's a character. Maybe a walking tour would help me get oriented to the town. And it's been weeks since I had a good walk. A little exercise wouldn't kill me, right? By Friday of my first week on the job, it's clear I'll never get a long enough lunch break to take a walking tour. Theo's Fife has called out to me every afternoon, but I'm stuck in this office with work piling up and Miriam's last-minute requests to pull files or send mass emails to her lists. And the newsletter I was excited to write? It's all about minor ordinance changes and scheduled trail maintenance. Even though Miriam's working on an important land issue right now, there's no mention of it. So it's a relief when someone new walks into the office on Friday afternoon to change the air. Can I help you?
Ah, you must be our new admin assistant.
Yes, Evelyn Carlisle. Are you Mr. Grady?
Oh, call me Walt. We're not big on formalities here. And shoot, sorry about all the dirt. Looks like I brought half the trail in with me.
That's okay. The great thing about working in a closet is I have easy access to a carpet sweeper.
I'm glad you have a sense of humor. You need it here. Miriam's a bit...
Serious?
That's one way to put it. Did she step out?
Yeah, meeting with the Department of Public Works.
No Layla either?
No, I haven't even met Layla yet. Can I help you with something?
Well, now, maybe you could, but not in those shoes.
Good thing I always keep a pair of hikers in my car. What's the job? Walt's job, it turns out, is perfect for me. I do love walking. I miss the dogs, but I miss walking more. There's nothing like a hike in fresh air to clear your head. And while I don't love getting lost in woods, I'm happy to follow someone who knows where they're going and has a map.
So the easement we're inspecting is on the Hargrave estate, 15 acres of conservation restriction in what's known as the Hargrave Woods.
Wow, their house is gorgeous. Like some brick mansion in an old novel. Is this all their property?
Yep, except for this conservation easement running through it, like you see on our map here. Any modifications here they'd have to run by us. Now, those denser woods off to the right with the tall white pines, that's the Upper Ashcroft Forest, also town-owned. It abuts the Hargrave property, separated by a stream.
Huh. I live by the Lower Ashcroft Forest, in the old carriage house. But I don't feel like the Hargraves are my neighbors.
It's not too far if you go as the crow flies. That is, if you take the public access trail, you'll eventually hit the edge of Hargrave Woods. Might take you 20 minutes to walk. The Hargrave property is pretty much dead center between the Upper and Lower Ashcroft Forest, and the path goes around. You can see it right here on the map.
I can't believe this family owns 15 acres of woods. Is that normal around here?
There are other properties with woods, including some old-growth forests that are rare in New England, but Turner's Grove's a divided place. There's the old money, legacy landowners with deep roots here, and there's folks with working hard to stay here. The mill closings meant a lot of people had to move away, and now the mills are shops for the rich.
I get it. So in their file, this report says that the last inspection of Hargrave's easement was more than 10 years ago.
It's long overdue. Eleanor Hargrave wasn't well in her later years. She hung on for a good while, refused to go into a home, got by with health aids, and passed away just at Christmas. While she was alive, she resisted inspections, and well, we just didn't push it.
Oh, really? How come?
An elderly widow in failing health who never updated her landscaping? We weren't worried. But now that the new owners are here, we do need to be sure that they're in compliance and get our records up to date.
Got it. So who lives here now?
Eleanor's grandson, Alex, and his wife, Megan. Just moved in a couple of months ago. They've got 2 kids.
Got it. And today we're looking for...
Trash, construction and landscaping debris, stuff other people or contractors might have dumped. Also invasives. Hopefully you're up on the most common ones. Your knotweed, your barberry, your bittersweet, your garlic mustard, your multiflora rose.
I'm sorry, I don't know anything about plants.
That's okay. I'll look, you write, and take some pictures. We'll make it work. We're a team.
Hey, what's this narrow path branching off over here? It's not on our map.
Deer path, most likely. Lots of whitetails around here are making their own way. We share these woods with our wildlife neighbors. Huh. There's a tree stump I don't recall. Right on the border of the easement. Check the file. Any tree removal paperwork?
Nope, nothing.
Interesting. The stump's got some moss, so it's not such a recent cut. Could be a year old.
Look at this over here, Walt. Sawdust, fresh. There's like a little trail of it along the deer path. Should I see where it goes?
As long as it's on the easement, sure.
Oh, there's some broken branches scattered over here. And look, another stump underneath them. This one seems like more of a fresh cut, doesn't it? Smells fresh.
Huh. Those are pine branches, but that's no pine stump. It's a black walnut tree stump. Interesting how the pine branches fell over it. Those storms we had in March did a number on our woods. But let's mark this stump on our map with an X. Here's a marker, and take pictures.
Is it a problem not having a permit to take this tree down?
Not necessarily. Like I said, we had a rough winter. Storms stacked on top of storms. Even some microbursts last month. Everyone's calling in the arborists now. You've probably noticed the town is humming with chainsaws. They're still fixing the damage and unblocking some roads.
Now that you mention it, I have been hearing a lot of tree work.
The Hargraves, being new to town, might have had a couple of damaged trees removed, not realizing they had to contact us first. Folks don't always recognize the borders of the restriction zones.
Makes sense. Hey, what's over here? Ow! Sharp. And greasy. Careful.
Chain fragment. From a saw. Probably snapped mid-cut. Not rusted. Must have happened recently. Let's wrap up the chain and bag it.
Yes, let's bag it. For evidence?
For recycling. As good stewards, we want to remove anything that doesn't belong in the woods.
Both of these tree stumps are within the conservation restriction zone, so it seems they should have been filed for a permit to remove them.
That's the preferred way. We'll follow up and ask them for more information so we can document it properly.
Would a legit tree service really leave a broken chain behind? It seems kind of sloppy, or rushed. And do you think this second stump was covered up with branches on purpose? Like to hide it? If someone knew the property was due for inspection?
Well, quality varies with the tree crews. And a tree or two taken out isn't a crime. If there's a pattern, especially in a conservation zone, that's different. We'd need to report it.
To whom?
Miriam, for starters. She's the boss. If she agrees it's a problem, she'd talk to the homeowners, get a little bit more intel. If there's pushback, she could get mass wildlife involved, see if any laws were broken. With the timber trespass law, a homeowner could face hefty fines, even if they say they didn't know the trees were taken. They're responsible for the trees on their land. And it's beautiful land, isn't it? Such a variety of trees, from birches to white oaks, black cherries to sugar maples. There's even patches of near old-growth forest nestled in here. That's what the easement's for, protecting that rich ecosystem. And I love these stone walls left over from the old farming days. I often wonder whose hands put them there, and if they had any idea these walls would last for centuries. But we should get a move on before we lose the light.
So we move on, at least physically. But my mind stays behind. People sometimes tell me I'm overeager. Walt's telling me to pull back. But why would I, when there's clearly something to find here? Walt and I only made it through 5 acres yesterday before we hit a patch of bittersweet, which had to be documented as invasive, and then we lost the light. Walt said we'd finish the inspection another time. It could be a week due to his wetlands assessment on another site, but I think we should follow up faster. The pine branches covering a black walnut stump didn't look like wind damage. It looked more like a cover-up. I keep thinking someone might be cutting trees illegally and concealing the evidence, especially if they knew an inspection was scheduled. And a journalist with a story idea is like a dog with a bone. Just can't let it go. That's why, on this rainy Saturday morning, I'm returning to the Hargraves Woods alone to see what else turns up. Now I'm walking the easement with my marked-up map, hoping the Hargraves don't see me. It'd be hard to explain my presence on their property outside of business hours. I retrace my steps with Walt. I find the 2 stumps we documented. I pass the clump of bittersweet, and then I find more clues. Some wood chips, and a few feet away, another stump. It looks and smells fresh, still moist. I whip out my phone and take pictures. Then I mark a new X on the map. Then something else catches my eye. Movement through the trees, maybe 50 yards off. A man in a dark green raincoat, hood up. I can't see his face. He's carrying a stick. I use my phone to zoom in and see better. It's It's a long-handled pruner. Could it be Alex Hargrave doing his own tree work? In this weather? That seems kind of unlikely. The man turns slightly. I catch a glimpse of gray hair, but then he turns back and starts to walk quickly, almost running. I follow, ducking behind trees, trying to keep him in sight, not sure who I'm chasing. I almost call out to see if this is Alex Hargrave. I stop the words just in time. I'm not supposed to be here, so if it is Alex Hargrave, I have a lot of explaining to do. I try to take a picture, but then, ow! I trip on a root and hit the ground hard, twisting my ankle, and the guy with the pruning pole takes off. He's gone. Whoever it was, they heard me, saw me. But why would Alex Hargrave run? It's his property. I'm the trespasser. Unless that wasn't the homeowner. I wait a few minutes till the rain lets up. Then I follow the deer path again. Maybe it's time to head out of here. But just around a bend, I see another stump. This one lighter, with an unusual grain. A maze-like pattern. It's mesmerizing. I mark it on the map. Tree number 4. There is something going on here. None of these areas by the stumps show storm damage. Someone's coming. Pruner guy? I duck behind a nearby pine and hold my breath. But this guy's different. A blaze orange vest, not a green raincoat. Not hiding. He's coming straight toward the stump I just marked. And he's carrying a short, curved handsaw. Could he be working with the first guy? My pulse spikes. I fumble for my phone. I need a picture, just in case.
Hey, who's there? Hello? I see you behind the tree.
I'll just, grab my phone.
Are you playing hide and seek with someone? Or do you always lurk behind trees like that?
Could you lower the handsaw, please? It's a little unnerving.
What, this little thing? It's part of my work. I use it to clear brush or check on my trail cams, especially after storms. Lots of branches down.
Well, you were walking toward me with it, in a forest where some suspicious tree cutting has been happening.
So I'm a suspect?
I don't know. You tell me.
Wow, okay. A black guy in the woods and I'm up to something.
No, that's not what...
Happens more than you'd think in my line of work.
What's your work?
Wildlife biologist. I'm doing a bird survey. My name's Jordan Bennett. I have a permit to be here. Do you?
I'm investigating trees that were cut without a permit on the Hargrave conservation easement. Black walnuts, like the ones I marked on this map. And also like this stump I just found.
That's yellow birch.
Really? How can you tell?
Heartwood's lighter, bark's papery, and the smell.
Smells like gum?
Wintergreen, same compound they use in flavoring.
Do you think these trees were taken down because of storm damage?
Maybe. But honestly, this could be poachers.
Poachers?
Timber poachers. Sometimes trees get sold for special purposes. I don't know too much about what they're worth or who buys illegally cut trees, but I think there's a market for them. And these cuts feel targeted to me, the species and the placement.
I knew something was up. Hey, did you happen to see a guy with a pole pruner? Green raincoat, big hood? I couldn't see his face. It was too far away and the rain made it hard to see clearly.
No, but that could have been the homeowner checking on tree damage. A pole saw can't drop trees like this, just trim branches out of reach. Whoever took this yellow birch used a chainsaw or an axe.
Could I set up trail cameras? Catch someone in the act?
Not here. It's still private land, even with an easement. You'd need permission.
Right, of course.
So, who are you anyway? Nancy Drew Super Sleuth?
Evelyn Carlisle, conservation officer / admin assistant.
Oh, really? I stop by the office sometimes. Haven't seen you before.
I just started this week.
And what exactly does a brand new admin / conservation officer do, besides hiding behind trees and making wild accusations?
Yeah, I'm so sorry. Look, you're not suspicious. You're just the only person I'd seen all morning, and this is the conservation easement on the Hargraves property, so...
So I'm a suspect and a trespasser? This is going great for me.
I just really want to understand what's going on.
I'm worried too. Technically, I shouldn't be here either. My permit's actually just for the Ashcroft Forest. I crossed the stream and came into the Hargrave Woods, but with good reason, same as you. I spotted fresh sawdust and wood chips, followed a trail. I also saw some weird bark scrapes on a red oak tree near the property line. Then I saw you walking around over here and thought I'd see what you were up to.
Got it.
Look, I've got trail cams set up in the Ashcroft Forest for my bird study. They're facing away from the Hargraves property, so they're legal. But maybe I can angle one this way and just a little closer to the property line. See what turns up in the footage in the next day or two.
That'd be great. Thanks. I know it's not really part of your job.
My job's to protect habitat. And trees are habitats for bugs, birds, mammals. If storms cause people to remove some trees, fine. But if someone's cutting them for profit, that's different. That's a game changer. It might be worth bending a rule or two to be sure about what we're seeing.
Agree. Just don't tell my boss. She doesn't exactly know I'm here.
Oh, Miriam Blake? Yeah, she's particular. We might need more than a hunch to bring this up with her. She's all about data. Tell you what, let me show you that bark scrape I found in the Ashcroft Forest. See what you think, maybe add that clue to your map, take a picture. Then we can check out the rest of the Hargrave easement together. I mean, if you're serious about investigating.
Oh, I'm serious. Lead the way. By the time I left the woods on Saturday, Jordan and I had counted and marked on the map 8 stumps. 4 black walnut, 3 black cherries, a yellow birch. Some were on the Hargrave property, including the easement. Jordan was outraged. I was something else. Excited, maybe? Energized? My gut told me something wasn't right, and now I wasn't the only one who thought so. I spent the rest of the weekend falling down a rabbit hole, reading everything I could about those trees. Turns out, Jordan's theory about timber poachers could be right. High-end furniture makers and specialty wood dealers will pay hundreds, even thousands, for a single mature black walnut, if the quality is good. The other trees we found stumped have market value too, for cabinet makers and wood artisans. They're especially prized for their use in veneers, decorative inlays, and fine wood trims. Now it's Monday morning, and I'm all fired up to tell Miriam and Walt what I found over the weekend. I've got my marked-up paper map with X's and labels for every stump. Except it's not Miriam and Walt I see when I enter the office. It's my mystery colleague, Layla Desai.
Hey, you must be Evelyn. Let me guess, Miriam brought you on to help with the easement inspections? She's been threatening to hire someone to help Walt for months.
I did help Walt on Friday, but I think I was mostly hired to rescue the office from a mountain of backlogged files.
Oh, then you're the real hero. That filing cabinet over there is like an archaeological dig.
I already found a grant application from 2011 and an unopened granola bar from 2022.
Ew, don't eat that. Hey, do you have any IT superpowers? I just crashed our system for the 3rd time.
Sorry, no. In my former life, I worked in journalism.
Oh well. It's why I do most of my work at my university and not here. Ancient computers, malfunctioning printers, lousy Wi-Fi. It's so hard to get anything done.
I hear you. I'm filing papers in a closet office with no window. I'm living the dream.
Welcome to the glamorous world of municipal conservation. What's that old-fashioned paper map you've got there with all the X's? Pirate's treasure?
Something like that. Walt and I saw a couple of suspicious stumps just inside the Hargrave conservation easement on Friday. I went back over the weekend to look more closely, and I found a few more on the easement and elsewhere in the Hargrave woods. Every X represents a stump. I labeled them. We also found fresh sawdust, wood chips, and even a broken chain from a chainsaw.
Really? Let me see that. You're sure about these species?
Positive. I ran into a wildlife biologist who was working in the area. He also said he'd found a scarred tree in the Ashcroft Forest next to the Hargrave property, and that made him concerned too. Like maybe someone was peeling back bark to look at the wood grain.
You must have met Jordan Bennett.
Yeah, you know him?
Everyone knows Jordan. He comes into the office pretty often to file permits and share data. He's generous that way. And easy on the eyes, yeah?
I hadn't really noticed. I was focused on the tree stuff. Funny, though, considering he's here so often, he didn't seem in a rush to tell Miriam about...
Before telling Miriam about what?
Oh, hi, Miriam. I was just following up on something from the Hargrave inspection.
Oh?
Walt and I noticed what looked like freshly cut stumps on Friday. I went back this weekend to look more closely and saw more. Here's the map showing the stump locations and types of trees that were cut down. on the Hargrave property, both within and outside the easement.
Evelyn, you should not have gone back. We need clearance from the homeowners.
I'm sorry. I just noticed these unusual things and I wanted to understand them better. I had some spare time, so...
You are not a field inspector. Your job is administrative. I have to ask you to stick to the job.
But Walt asked me to help, so I thought it was my job. He told me to look for anything unusual.
Look, people can get prickly about property inspections. We can't make accusations without evidence. We have delicate relations with the power players in this town, and believe me, there are certain people who won't appreciate your stirring anything up. Some of them sit on important committees. We need these well-connected, large property families to stay on board with land conservation. A few stumps is not worth a battle. If there are inquiries to be made, I will handle those myself once the inspection is complete.
Jeez, it's not even 9:30 a.m. and I've already screwed up.
She always sounds like that. You get used to it. Hey, you outlasted the last two assistants.
Miriam might not want me asking questions, but I've never been great at following orders. I'm not stirring anything up, just a little routine paperwork follow-up. Or that's what I'll tell the Hargraves. Besides, Walt's tied up at the Maple Junction wetlands assessment for the next few days, now that it's a little less muddy there, and Miriam closed the office early for a meeting this afternoon. This is my only chance to get here unsupervised and get to the bottom of this. Something in these woods isn't right.
You've been listening to Rambling Roads Mysteries, written by Diana Wren, produced by Hayden Robinson and Jonathan Crumpler, with sound design by Hayden Robinson. Recorded at the Western Piedmont Community College Production Studio in Morganton, North Carolina. For more info about the author, the cast, the production team, and show notes, wander over to ramblingroadsmysteries.com.